Title 42 started shortly after the pandemic did. It allows officials here at the southern border to quickly expel migrants here seeking asylum on the grounds of stopping the spread of COVID. And that rule will no longer end on Monday. In southern Arizona, the decision drawing mixed reactions.
I was quite pleased that common sense has prevailed.
Many see this as a win for border security.
The crisis that we're facing right now is something that we need to address. The human trafficking and the fentanyl and the drugs that are coming across our border, we must stop that. For national health, for public health, for our economy, this has to happen.
Yet there's still a push for more deterrence. According to Customs and Border Protection, Title 42 has been used to expel nearly 2 million migrants since March of 2020, most at the southern border. But immigration advocates argue that has slowed the legal immigration process and denied people their rights, causing more buildup at the border.
We have been busy, and it's not because people has come in large numbers, so they're overwhelmed. The border is because the people who already has been in there for a year or two is stuck in our borders with no chance to practice their rights.
In some cases, migrants can be exempt from Title 42, but many will continue to be turned away.
Asking for asylum is in our Constitution. It is something that as a country we have decided you can do. You can come here and you can ask for asylum. And putting a bunch of barriers into that is not going to stop people from coming to exercise that right and that opportunity.
The American people are not heartless, and we understand that this is a difficult situation, but we do believe that we must first take care of our country before we take care of others.
The Biden administration says it disagrees with the ruling and is appealing the decision, but that it will continue to enforce Title 42 until the appeal process is complete. In Nogales, Arizona, Ryan Fish, KGUN 9 on your side.
I got an eviction notice first for some reason a week before everybody else.
At the end of June, Mary McGrew got this eviction notice from Haworth Terrace Apartments. She was told she'd have to get rid of her window AC unit just as summer was heating up or force being kicked out.
I've had one every summer.
Neighbor Nikki Sherman used her window unit for years. She got the same notice. The two neighbors are allowed to have a floor AC, but not these window units in their specific apartments. That's in accordance with Senate Bill 1536. The heat relief bill does increase AC accessibility, allocating millions of dollars to buy units for high-risk Oregonians. But it also says window units which block certain exits, like Mary and Nikki's, are not allowed. A letter from the executive director of the local housing authority, which was posted on Haworth Terrace storefronts, explains this further. The authority says both federal and state rules, specifically Senate Bill 1536, say if a window unit is blocking the secondary exit from a room, it's a health and safety issue that needs to be corrected immediately. Say, with a floor unit. The issue, those are expensive and this is low-income housing.
However, we need these in order to be able to breathe.
Neighbor Nancy Buell was recently gifted a floor unit. You wouldn't have been able to afford a floor AC unit.
Absolutely not.
Haworth Terrace said it wouldn't kick anyone out during this heat wave or during any other extreme heat event. And Senate Bill 1536 prevents that too, saying any eviction date must be extended during extreme heat events. But tenants wonder why evictions for AC in compliance are allowed at all during the hottest months of the year.
I think it's always possible that we adapt laws to make sure that it meets the needs that people are experiencing today. It's not uncommon to go back in and adjust laws after we've passed them.
Live here in Newburgh, Genevieve Rayom, K2 News.
Genevieve, thanks for that.
We took their concerns and issues from the lawsuit directly to Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler after the City Council meeting ended Wednesday. While it's city policy not to comment on pending litigation, I asked him what they've done about this problem so far.
In the last 2 weeks since I declared an emergency, we've cleared 50 camps. Over the course of all 3 of my emergency declarations in the last many weeks, we have offered virtually everybody access to a safe, clean shelter.
Hey there, Pat and Heidi. Well, we know this person tested positive in Tucson in early December, and that genetic sequencing was verified by the State Department of Health Services.
This is what the 4 vans that were burned last night look like now. You can see the insides of them completely gone. The only thing left is the metal from where the seats once were. And unfortunately, this is just where the damage starts.
15-year-old Jason Rader's passion is music, and in particular, the electric guitar.
Kind of the most cliche instrument ever for a teenage boy, but I kind of fell in love with it.
And he quickly realized there was only one thing standing in the way of that dream: 4 years of high school.
I knew what I wanted to do, and school wasn't going to help me get there.
So Jason convinced the principal at Fernley High School to let him cram 4 years of study into one.
And did part of you say, is this the best thing?
Every day.
Jason routinely puts in very long days and nights, combining his regular classes with college credit coursework and, of course, his music. And with finals approaching, this is definitely crunch time.